Are you stressed out, working flat out? Then this is a programme that'll help you become fit to teach.
Hi, I'm Irene Lindsay and I'm an NQT at Sacred Heart School, teaching Year 6. I've obviously come to teaching quite late. I've got a family and 4 children and I thought that might have prepared me for this year, but I'm finding I'm just exhausted all the time. So I'm hoping that perhaps by making myself a bit fitter, the rest will become easier as well.
Hi, I'm Ross Higgins. I'm 28 years of age. I'm a Year 3 teacher at Cedars First School in Harrow Wealdstone. It's my first year. It's been a very busy year. As a result of that, I've been eating too many sugary snacks, drinking too much caffeine, not enough water, and at weekends I've been drinking way too much alcohol.
To help these two, we've got just the experts. To stop Ross overdosing on caffeine, meet our resident nutritional guru, Egon. And to help Irene get some oxygen pumping, meet our super fit trainer, Danny.
Right, Irene, I just hear that you've just started a new teaching job. Now, I'd like you to tell me just a little bit more about how you are with your health and fitness at this particular point in time.
Well, not enough hours in the day, I'm afraid. I tend to get into school very early and get home too late to want to change. I'd like to be fitter because I think that would give me more energy, but it's a vicious circle. I don't do any, and so I don't do any.
Exactly, exactly. And when you start doing it, it then starts to snowball and you start feeling a little bit better about it, and the other aspects of your life start to fall into place as well.
You scared me when I had a look at your notes and the forms that you filled out for me, and I've got to be honest with you, like I said to you, I don't know how you survived.
Yeah, Monday to Thursday, I kind of think I look after my body. You know, I go to the gym, I try and eat the right amounts of food, I drink, you know, water, but come Friday and Saturday, you know, they're my two nights to de-stress, as it were. So therefore, the way I would de-stress, maybe staying in, but usually it would mean me going out and drinking alcohol, having a few beers.
A few beers?
A few beers meaning probably roughly around, on a good night, maybe about 10 pints, 10 drinks.
10 pints in a single night. You've got to be a demon, literally, to be able to hold that sort of drink. People think of it as de-stressing, but maybe start looking at it in a slightly different way, that you're actually adding more stress.
What I'll get you to do is just pop down onto your back on the floor.
Okay.
With your head up that end, that's fine. Just let your hands relax. It's not going to hurt in any way. So.
Breakfast, do you tend to skip a breakfast, or would you sort of like have a good breakfast before you leave?
I've forced myself in the morning to have a breakfast. Some mornings, you know, my stomach takes a while to wake up, but I tend to have porridge every morning.
We're just going to slowly extend the leg upwards. Okay, there's some lovely noises there. Obviously, there's a little bit of tightness that's come on in the back of the legs. Basically, you're looking at a little bit of work needing to be done on the hamstring.
When you're at school, what's the situation there?
Usually you get lots of parents or bring in food for children's birthdays and usually some, you know, staff birthdays. When you do see some chocolate, you just want that quick fix because you haven't got time to kind of get something or prepare something.
And just squat down. Excellent. Okay. From that, I can see that there's some other tightnesses that are coming into your body. Your knees are just dropping in a little bit. Your foot is pronating quite a bit. I can feel that there, yes. Exactly. Which will then cause problems in this knee, but also possibly in this one because it's actually pulling your hips out.
Everything that you've just told me has been some sort of processed or refined food. So all the time you are in this overload, as it were, of stress.
Okay, so if you have a chance to be able to deviate on your way home from school through a park, grab some air, get away from the roads, find yourself some open space to be able to take some time out, find a park bench which we'll go and show you some stretches on. But essentially you just want to get a good natural rhythm in your walk, get breathing, get your arms moving, keep yourself warm. So make sure you do rug up nicely before you leave the house or you leave school. That way by the time you get home, you've got enough temperature in your body to then start to exercise without having to then warm up again once you get home. Right. Now, if you're carrying anything, make sure you're carrying a backpack rather than a satchel.
Oh, okay, right.
And then you can balance yourself a little bit better. When you're walking, you should walk with your eyes slightly above the horizon. So keep your peripheral vision looking, you know, down just to see that you're not going to fall in a hole or off a curb or something. But as part of your postural concerns, you should keep your eyes upright.
Have breakfast like a king. lunch like a queen, and dinner like a pauper. So it's a total switch round to your day. So you're trying to get your biggest meal first thing in the morning. That way you then get a better balance and a better energy transition all the way through the day. So I don't want you getting to a stage where you're that hungry or your sugar levels are so up and down that you end up, when you get to the tuck shop, you see a piece of food and you're like that, you're willing to fight someone over it to put some rubbish back into your body. Yeah.
Now we come to a bench, so these are quite handy to have. They don't think of them as seats anymore, they're now your stretching device. So things like a bench, blocks of stairs, a low wall, any of that sort of thing. Right. What we'll do is just a basic hamstring stretch. So if you stand facing the bench, both toes pointing forwards, and just want you to lift one leg up, slightly bent in the knee, and just reach forward. And that should be enough just to give that a little stretch. And if you need to, you can just go straight into it. Okay, and then do the other leg. Keep your eyes and your chest up. Try not to let your head drop down into it and collapse. Yeah. That's one that you can do. Another one, if you want to hold on to come to the edge of the bench, or if you've got good balance, you can just stand up and just hold the back of your foot. So if that's it.
Probably not now.
That's it. So you just want to keep your hips tucked under slightly, your shoulder back, your belly button drawn in. Exactly, Okay, now we've just warmed the muscles up a little bit by walking, we've stretched them, we've got ourselves ready to now stride out a little bit, continue on our way, and then we'll go back to the house. Okay?
What I find is that one of the main problems a lot of people have is planning. So if you can find out, for example, markets like this, when they're on, if you can find a way of putting it into your sort of schedule, because this is the way you can get the freshest sort of fruit and veg and meat that you possibly can. So for something like here at this market, you've got quite a lot of variety. And for me, more than anything, people just aren't having variety, not only in their fruit and veg, but in their everyday eating. So I'd be saying to you, right, how do I want to do it? I'd like to have some stuff in the morning before I leave, and maybe mix myself up a fruit salad that I can have, just put it in a tub and have it with me during the day. And one of the best ways to think of is think of a rainbow. Yep, so you get as many different colours in there as you possibly can.
What we're going to do now is just show you a couple of exercises that you can do with the tubing. Right. There's various different strengths of this, and there's different ways that it comes. There's wide ones and thin ones. Okay. You can use branches of a nice strong tree. What you're going to do is just drop yourself back down into this position here and just squeeze in your back muscles at the back. Okay. Just keep yourself nice and straight, eyes up, and legs slightly bent. Okay, do you want to have a go at that?
Okay, so squat down.
Take your feet a little bit further apart. Okay. That's it. Draw your belly button in, drop down, and now pull with your arms in. There you go.
It's quite elastic.
Now, try not to let it pull you back into the tree. That's it, so you're controlling the concentric and the eccentric part of the action. You want to do about 15 of those, and you might then do another exercise and then come back and do another set of 15. Okay.
What would you normally go for?
I would usually go for the pear, the banana, and the orange.
Right.
Maybe my three main pieces of fruit.
So what I'd say to you is let's not go for them as such. Let's go for stuff that you wouldn't normally have, so you're getting that variety in there. Okay. Go for some plums, mango definitely. Some
squeeze a lime.
Some limes, just a couple of them.
Good.
This time I want you to add a little squat to it at the same time. Okay, make sure your knees are not drifting out to the side. Now you're starting to get to the point where your body is getting warmed up because you're using multiple muscle groups.
Have a look, make sure they're the good stuff.
Okay, that one is.
The better variety you've got, the more options you've got. You don't then have to worry about tuck shopping back at school.
Belly button in, up nice and tall, and knees slightly bent. Okay. Keep your hands level. Yep. Just turn your hands over the top. That's it, good. Right, okay. But not out to the side, harder, just to the front. That's your bicep.
Right, so I haven't got any biceps.
There you go.
Mix them all together, you'll juice it all up. And it's a good, easy way first thing in the morning to get a nice shot of nearly all the, your daily recommended amount of fruit and veg.
Okay, this is the fun bit. This is where we get to do a little bit of relaxation. Okay.
Right.
This is a 6-inch foam roller. It's quite dense. There is actually a 4-inch one as well. So I'm going to get you to lie down with your bottom at this end and your head at this end, and your spine nice and straight along, and your head just comes a little bit further down so your head's on top. That's lovely. What I want you to do is take 3 or 4 nice big deep breaths in through your nose into your diaphragm. A lot of us tend to become very chesty in our breathing because we're getting stressed and we start to breathe through our mouth. So
yes.
you want to breathe through your nose, relax. Now, under your spine here, I'm just going to pop my hand level with your belly button. I want you to just tilt the pelvis back, so you're squashing my hand a little. There you go, good. You've activated those abdominal muscles. Now, alternate, just lifting one leg at a time. Just bend it up to, that's it, good. But keep that pressure on my hand. Excellent. Breathe out as you lift. Keep those muscles pulled in. Excellent. So you want to do, starting off with about 10 of these and build up to about 20.
Ross, about how much water would you have during the day?
About, by bottled water, about 1.5 litres. If I go to the gym in the evenings, I'll have another 1.5, so about 3 litres if I'm doing exercise.
Teas and coffees, what sort of combination might you have?
Yeah, I'll have sometimes a coffee in the morning, you know, on the way to school sometimes, maybe a tea at break time or, you know, one of the break times.
Fizzy drinks. Would you have any fizzy drinks during the day?
Yeah, sometimes I'll have some fizzy drinks, If I need to get my sugar levels up, I'll have a fizzy drink,
There'll be probably anything in around 10 plus spoons of sugar in one can. Plus your 2 that you've had from your tea, plus, you see, the body can only deal with so much sugar at any one time to keep it in a nice sort of balance. And you're looking at about 3 teaspoons. Anything over that, and your body starts going into immune suppression, that immune suppression is really going to start affecting you for, let's say, colds, as an example. Illnesses that are going round, some people won't get it, some people will get it. Why am I getting it and someone else isn't? So start your day off with, you know, you're drinking plenty of water, but maybe start your day off with the water instead of the coffee or the tea.
Now, just to get that relaxation effect in your back, what I'd like you to do is just gently roll off the side of the roller onto the floor. And it is a bit of a drop, so just go gently and lie on your back flat on the floor and just focus how your back feels, almost like it's just sinking into the ground.
Yes, very nice, actually.
It's nice just to allow those big muscles down the side of your spine just to be told to shut off and not work. Use that, take a couple of deep breaths, just try and feel your energy just running around your body a little bit. Bit of relaxation breathing, letting your diaphragm massage those organs in your system. There.
Okay.
This is just trying to cool down, relax, and wind yourself down.
Well, that's some pretty good advice, but how have our 2 NQTs found it after 2 weeks?
I've managed to walk through the park a few evenings, which has given me a change of scenery, a breath of fresh air, which has been really nice, actually. I haven't really achieved much with the strength exercises yet, but I have tried a bit of the relaxation before I've started my evening's planning, which has been great, actually.
After meeting with Egon, I thought, well, no, I don't think I'll be able to do half of these things that he's recommending. He recommended that I eat a full breakfast at the start of the day, which I found very difficult to do. But after 3 days, it's finally working. I'm not snacking in between my break times. I've cut down on caffeine considerably, so I suppose that's a good start. But the alcohol part, well, I'm working on that part.